Hello, we hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Sanford's Software and Internet Monthly Market Report for January 2026. As usual, we are going to be reviewing the previous month's M&A and venture capital activity across the entire US and Canadian landscape. So, let's dive in on the M&A front. The month of January saw $56.6 billion invested across 120 transactions, with the median revenue multiple for 2026 starting out at 2.8 times. Compared to December, there was an increase to both deal volume and deal value. Notable deals include WorldPay being acquired by Global Payments for $24.3 billion, Total System Services being acquired by Fidelity for $13.5 billion, and Palo Alto Networks purchasing Chronosphere for $3.4 billion. Based solely off the first month's activity, 2026 is projecting to see 1,440 deals with around $680 billion of capital invested. This would mark a 7.1% and a 181.4% increase respectively. As with the other projected figures that will be displayed, we will reserve judgment until additional disclosures are provided in the coming months. Now, we'll move on to revenue multiples in the M&A environment. The month of January saw a slight uptick compared to the previous quarter. We would expect multiples to rebound as the quarter progresses and additional disclosures are provided. When reviewing SaaS to non-SaaS M&A revenue multiples, we saw that the two entries traded within a tight window during the month of January. However, both entries are significantly lower than the metrics of previous years. We will be keeping an eye on this development, but would expect a rebound over the coming months. As we had expected, deal volume saw an increase in January. However, the entry remains below the last 12-month average of 151 deals. We expect deal activity to be strong in the forthcoming months. That's all on the M&A front. As usual, we'll now move over to the VC activity for the month of January. The month of January saw a total of $27.4 billion invested across 405 transactions, with a median deal size of $5 million. Compared to the prior month, there was an increase to capital invested, but a slight decrease in deal volume. Some notable deals in December include Wavy raising $750 million, along with ClickHouse and Replit both raising $400 million. The 405 deals observed in January was below the last 12-month average of 615 and marked a month-over-month decrease. Early-stage deals were flat compared to December, while mid-stage deals were down 14% and late-stage deals increased by 15%. Based off the first month of activity, 2026 is expected to see close to $330 billion invested across 4,860 deals. This would mark an 89% increase to capital invested and a 46% decrease to deal volume, although we would expect these figures to normalize over the coming months, closer to historical performance. As usual, we'll end this month's video by having a look at revenue multiples in the venture capital landscape. VC valuations saw mixed results to start 2026, and we'll be keeping an eye out for additional disclosures to make proper judgment on market conditions. That's all for this month's video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to reach out through our website, sanfordadvisors.com, if you have any software M&A related questions. Thanks.